All right. Microphone. Magic microphone. Let's check out twitch.com. Oh, Aaron J. Bear's there. I must be online. Right now I'm only seeing Papa John's Pizza. Boy, these are long ads. Don't think a notification went out. On Twitch? Notification went out. Okay, well, that's streaming on Twitch. I don't know anything about notifications or how those work, so we'll assume people will find us here, right? You did. Average Snorlax did. What more could we ask for? Volume level sound okay? That's the other thing I always forget. Notifications, huh? I assume that would... Oh, look at this. Noodly doodly. Noodly doodly, you're too good. And the name, just wonderful. We haven't even started yet. This isn't even official yet. I haven't done an intro. Level sound good, Aaron J. says. Okay, then it's very loud for me. But I can turn it. Tony the Swordsman, what's up? Okay. Time for a professional interview. Yeah, that's a good start. Professional intro. Already blown it. Hello and welcome to another I was gonna say Thursday stream, but it's Wednesday today. The schedule's all over this week. We got Hanson's out, he's on a special assignment somewhere. I don't know if he said where he's going, so I'm not gonna say it. We got the main podcast is going to be on Friday because there are Game Awards on Thursday, so everybody's all over the place. And so I figured, hey, we're not recording anything today. I don't think other than this, so I'll just do it. I'm just gonna, you know what? Honestly, I need an excuse to play Marvel Midnight Suns, and that's what we're playing today. It's Marvel Midnight Suns. Listen, we got the epic music already. Yeah, I think that covers it. That's an intro, right? Let's see. What do we got? The game could probably come down a hair if we wanted. Aaron J. says yes. I'm gonna hop into the game because the music's very epic and very loud. But we'll see how it sounds when I'm in here. And unfortunately, this isn't going to be the greatest start because I'm in the middle of a day right now. So I got people to talk to before we can go out. Oh my god, that's a horrific Wall of Hero image. What did Hanson do? That seems like a Hanson joint. So it's gonna be a little slow here. I got some people to talk to. You're gonna see the Abbey, which is where these fine Midnight Sun folk live. That's my devil hound up there. He's a cutie.
See.
So there's gonna be a little talking, but hang with it because we'll get to actual gameplay in a second. Let me see. Kevlar Koala, nice name, like that. This game has been looking so fun, can't wait to pick it up. That's true. Hitmonchan says use your cards. What does that mean? Am I missing something already? Or are you just talking about that's the main mechanism? You got me worried because every time I stream something, someone's like, oh hey, that icon on the side there means, you know, there's this game mechanism that you didn't even know about. Look at this, we're learning about Abbey Clubs right now, which sounds like the name of a superhero, Abbey Clubs. Different heroes meet every night for one of the Abbey's clubs, a group interaction that can yield powerful rewards. They keep layering stuff on with the social element of this. Incomes can be served at any price, declined at any time, delaying them until a future date. That's great. We may delay that.
Hunter, I was just looking for you. We need your assistance.
Who is we?
The Esoteric Mystical Order, specifically the Knights of Intellect and Dimensional Spiritualism.
That is an elaborate name.
You can blame Dr. Strange. Oh, I may have rearranged a few words so it spells out emo kids.
Just tell me what you need.
Dr. Strange Magic and I are researching a crucial moment in your past, but it's probably
We're really
better if we just show
simpatico
you.
with our feelings.
How about it? Ready to uncover one of the greatest mysteries about your life after death?
Maybe next time.
Maybe next time. Yeah,
That's fine. But if we don't do it today, we'll need to wait for the next lunar alignment. Turns out, most of the mystical arts required an aligned moon. Who knew?
We're gonna skip that for the sake of the stream because that could be really long. But I'm still gonna have to talk to people either way.
We've got a situation rapidly developing. I'll be in contact soon, Hunter. What are you doing, Faustus?
Okay. We're just gonna talk to
Considering
Dr.
the
Strange
risk
for a
he put
second.
himself in to assist us earlier, I'm more than willing to volunteer for any efforts to help Spider-Man deal with the ongoing Venom situation.
Hitmonchan says, I wanted to play this, but the Steam reviews said the performance is kind of rough, so I don't know. This is the PS5 version.
On mission sometimes.
So I'm not sure about that either. It runs pretty well for PS5. It gets a little stuttery sometimes, just like slightly. I don't know if this is looking pretty fine here, but it's one of those things where it's like this probably. Oh my goodness, what are these Wall of Heroes? We got so much animation going on. It's one of those things where it's like this probably should be fine, but you know, it's not. That's not why you play Firaxis game, right? It's not the super optimization, but by and large, it runs fine. Especially in combat, you don't notice anything. I'm just gonna go to bed so that we can so that I can show you fun parts of this game. Zankiel, hello, and Very Gooster. How's it going? Aaron J. Bear said, "Wow, I had no idea the third-person stuff was this expansive." Yeah, it's kind of silly because you have this very huge map that you're running around, but you're mostly just talking to people, finding some items out there. There are like some mysteries, kind of like very light puzzly stuff, and then there are like challenge areas and stuff that you can find and whatnot. But it's mostly you're talking to people, you're building up your social rapport with them, which does translate to like combat bonuses and things like that. So we're gonna go to bed. We're gonna be party poopers. We're gonna skip all the fun hangout stuff. I mean, Leafan says it's great on PS5, but for some reason the earlier pre-rendered cutscenes are janky. Everything else is great, and it's turn-based, so performance doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, every now and then I'll be running through the forest or something like this, and it will be a little bit of a stutter.
There's my hunter.
And it just kind of feels silly that that's a thing, but it'll be
I
fine.
hope Colossus didn't get wind of all that chaos we wreaked.
I can hear my baby crying out there now. He just woke up from his nap. He took his nap too early. Okay, so we'll just start a new day. That's when you can go out and do combat stuff. I mean, Leafeon says the Abbey environments are really well crafted artistically. Yeah, I mean, the game looks great. Certainly, more to a level than you might expect from a turn-based card battling game. That's kind of, Firaxis excels at that kind of stuff. Who's this? What's this?
Everything by the numbers.
All right, I sent Captain Marvel out on some kind of mission, and she came back with a card. And that's a terribly framed picture, but we'll accept
Stay
that.
out of trouble.
Tutorial compliments. The hunter now has a chance to earn compliments. Just what I've been waiting for. Which you can spend to praise other heroes after completing certain actions in the Abbey. Complimenting a hero will increase their friendship. However, complimenting the same hero again in a short period of time leads to diminished returns, so share the wealth. Part of this game... Sorry, still getting over some kind of cold, so I'm still a little coughing. But some parts of this game really feels like... how do I say it? Someone, like, they've really gamified relationships in a way that's funny, that you can tell, like, a programmer has thought about, like, how do relationships work? And then they built all these mechanisms into it to kind of simulate it in a funny way. But it works. Hey, you did a great job.
I cannot imagine the things you have seen in space.
If you think I'm cool, thank the people who trained me.
Modest. I like that. All right. +3 friendship. I've been taking notes the entire time I've been playing this. Oh, you know what? I was supposed to meet this ghost and do a fun thing
Hunter,
last night.
hello.
I forgot.
I know I've asked a lot of you recently, dear, especially when it comes to these little excursions. But there is one more thing you could do to make an old
There's
witch
Jedi
happy.
Ghost Witch. That's a spoiler.
If it were not so good to
apologies if you
see
didn't
you
know that.
again, I might think you were taking advantage of me.
Hunter, you certainly are the product
I guess
of
there
your
will be
environment.
some
Between Sarah
story
and I,
spoilers. I'll be doing
suppose we're just lucky
story
you didn't turn
missions
out
during
more
this, but I
Besides,
wouldn't worry too much
this
about it.
might be interesting. Now
It's
that the altar
the
is
story
in
has been
working
fine.
order, we just
It's been
need
a
to
fine
reignite my cauldron.
Marvel comic
How
story
interesting can that be? Your
um,
cauldron was always churning with some concoction in the old
it's
days.
doing the job.
Yes.
But I'm
And how do you think that was possible?
I'm personally not
It's not
worried
just
about
any flame
spoilers
we're
for
talking
it.
about
I
here.
don't. If
Maybe
you
you've
are,
heard tale of the demon fueling
you
the
should
forge.
log off and
A
Godspeed.
fire-breathing demon, no less, blazing as hot as the flames of hell itself. Fortunately, I'll only require a single ember.
I can see where this is going. How do I find it?
I've enchanted this vessel to protect you from the ember's heat. You should be able to get close enough to retrieve
I mean,
it through one
Leafeon
of the
says
old
exploring the
mine
Abbey
tunnels
is
beneath the
a
forge.
completely separate game in itself. It feels
I
like
have seen the
just finished
tunnels.
all the
They
Abbey
were
stuff
here
yesterday.
before the Abbey.
There is certainly a ton of it.
I'm not surprised. You always have been
So kudos
curious.
to you for getting through it already.
The tunnel may lead close enough to the heart of the forge to retrieve an ember.
I missed most of that, but that's okay. I'm sure she'll fill me in later. We're gonna select a mission here. Let's see. The real port says this game has absolutely hooked me, and on paper it really shouldn't have. Although there are BioWare light systems that I really like. Turn-based and card battlers are usually not my thing, but I'm digging all of it. Yeah, it's. I was up until 3 in the morning last night playing this, and you shouldn't do that when you have a 2-year-old. That's absurd. It's an absurd thing to do, and I knew it, but I couldn't stop. It has really gotten its hooks into me as well, and you will hopefully see that. Let's just do a... Let's see, what do we want? I like gamma coils and artifacts, so we'll just do a rando mission here. Alright. So Blade's required for this one. I will bring Hunter because she's me, I guess. Let's see. Who needs some time out here? I'll do Iron Man. I haven't actually played with Iron Man much, but he's classic, right? Iron Man, I feel like, is kind of the weakest in terms of making their own character separate from the Avengers movies. He kind of feels like an impression of Robert Downey Jr. a little, at least the voice acting.
Just in case you were looking for another
The character's a little
opportunity to
different.
even the score
He's
with
kind of a
Hydra.
scaredy cat,
I think
which
these
is
clowns are
funny.
hoping for a fight.
Let's see.
Acknowledged.
Wait a minute. Spending redraw on certain items bonuses to the goods, such as increased damage.
Show them what happens when you mess with the Midnight Suns.
Sounds like busy work.
See, that sounds like a Robert Downey Jr. impression. The real report says story is doing its job, and there is actually way more dialogue than I would have expected. Like, wow, everyone has something to say about everything, and then everyone else comments about how the other people feel. It's kind of wild. Yeah, for sure. And it's well done. It's even my very mild complaints about Tony there. Yeah, it's all been really well done. It's not like, it's not going to go up against God of War for like best storytelling, I assume, because I haven't played God of War. But it's kind of like, lighthearted, more fun comic style storyline, not taking itself too seriously. Yeah, so all right, we'll get into it, I promise. Our priest says tried it on Steam and the performance was so bad I got a refund and bought it on PS5, loving it now. That's great to hear. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the PC version. I'm sure that's upsetting for Access right now. I'm sure. Jake Z says this might be my number 2 game of the year after Elden Ring. Okay. Now you can use your cards. Hitmonchan says Jake Z says Ragnarok doesn't take itself that seriously either. That's good to know. I didn't know that. I assumed, just based on what I played of the first one, because I didn't beat the first one either, that it was, going forward. Very mature, well done story. I don't mean to make it sound like it's full of itself or anything. Okay, I'm going to actually play. So we got our cards here. As you can see to the right of this card, we can play 3 cards, we can redraw 2 cards, and we can do 1 move each turn. And we want to take out as many enemies as we can. One of the cool things that I like about it is that all these guys, they're minions, that one has a hit bar. The ones that don't have a hit bar just need to get hit once, and then they're taken out. But more are going to flood back in every turn. So you're really just trying to burn through as many enemies as you can using your abilities here. Let's see. Quick. This one has quick. And redraw to add knockback. How does the redraw work? I haven't seen that. I guess we'll find out. Do I have to redraw a card first? I'm gonna burn this one. You can choose which ones you want to burn and redraw as something else. I'm not gonna need it. Healing. That will change this one. Redraw to add knockback. We'll figure that out. Let's see. Apply 2 marked, 2 vulnerable. And this one has knockback. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna do quick. I'm gonna hit. They got the little minions spaced out pretty well here. I'd like to knock one into one of the other ones. But they're not. They're not gonna let me do that. Alright. We'll do Blade instead. All of these cards cost nothing. This one costs 1 hero point, but most of the other cards, this is another interesting mechanism that's kind of in the weeds, but this is why I like the game, because it's so different from other card battlers. Your other cards like these all give you the hero points that you need to spend cards with those costs, as well as do these kind of environmental attacks, which we'll get to. So that's kind of a neat twist. I'm gonna take out these two guys.
Watch close.
Look how powerful they are. That's great.
Love the effort.
2 down, that earns us 1 hero point, which means we could use this if we wanted to. I whipped this guy. I can choose where he goes, which is nice. I would like to get him under that thing, which I can't right now. So I think I'll just take out. Let's see. Take out some of these weenie guys. Jump over there. That's a good option. Let's. We only have 1 hero point so far. Okay. Knock back. Okay. I got it. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to knock this guy into there. Sure, why not?
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
He's stunned. What a joker. Let's see. Hello, Shazra. How far into the game are you, or is this the beginning? This is maybe 4 or 5 or 6 hours in, but only really a couple story missions so far. Okay, now we'll do an environmental move. Seek Hunter. We're gonna jump over this. Hit that guy. You can see there's the cost. The orange number is the number of hero points, and then the damage under it. So we will hit that guy. That'll take him down. Look at that. Great. Take him down to 6 points. And then we can whip him. Let's see. Yeah, we'll whip him. We'll whip him. Well, let's just redraw this card since we're not going to need it. Forceful knockback. We'll keep that one. We'll do the whip. And we'll whip that guy into that guy, and it'll kill them both. Overkill. I don't know what overkill does. Let's see. Lord Durden says, I'm happy to be here early. Yep. We are streaming a day early. And $1 short, I suppose. Now let's see. We can move a character, but there's really not any reason to move him. So we'll just skip ahead.
I'll head.
I am not myself.
The big guys are jerks. And then they get all the little ones in again.
I've got your back.
So it's really kind of, ebb and tide. One of the reasons I like the game so much, and I was thinking about this at like 4 in the morning while I was trying to fall asleep after playing way too late, was the game gives me real Into the Breach vibes in terms of that, where it's like you'll spend a turn trying to eliminate as many people as you possibly can, which is relatively easy to take them out, but then they're going to send in a bunch more for the next one. So like the board, everybody shifts around the board or the battlefield, and then you have a new state that you kind of have to puzzle with, and that's just very satisfying. Okay, so he's a 72. And he's 90 plus 45 shields. I shouldn't have brought Iron Man, honestly, because. Oh, so I'm assuming the redraw must be I sacrifice this card, and then the next time it comes back in, it will probably. Or would it happen right now? Honestly, let's just try one of these. Well, I don't want to do that one though. I'm gonna burn this one just to see how it works. Okay, so that is how it works. So I just have to spend a redraw, which is actually a cool mechanic. Each hero has their own kind of twist on them, like their own mechanism that changes up how they play a little bit. So that's kind of interesting. I can spend my redraws, because I have 2 redraws each turn. I can spend them to make it, to kind of buff it however it says. Quick attacks will, if you kill an enemy with a quick attack, which we will do right now. He's at 22. We'll kill, no, he's at 36. We'll do one of these little babies, baby minions. I'm not going to use my other knockback for that. If we kill him, then it doesn't count as spending a card.
You guys should talk to your union rep. I don't think you're supposed to be
so they will refund that card play, and now I can still play 3 cards this turn, which is nice. Let me know if I'm explaining too much, or if there's anything that you don't understand that you would like me to explain, and I will adjust. The real port says, the only thing that I don't love about this is I just wish there was a lot more customization of how your character looks and what kind of powers you have. I assume because of the story you kind of have to be a specific type of super, but it makes it feel less like your character. Yeah, in terms of Hunter, which is your character, they kind of approach him or her like it's a set character, just like Iron Man is a set character. Like, you can change her clothes, but she has a style to her, and she has a specific move set. Okay, let's see. We got a lot of characters out here. Who's marked you? All right. Okay. That's interesting. So he will mark 2 characters, and then when you KO them, you will get another card. You can play another card, which is nice, and also vulnerable. Because I really have to start working on those guys. That's only 10. Chain for 1 card in each hand. I'm gonna burn this one. I feel like I could have done a better job with which characters I picked to make this a more interesting first battle, so I apologize for that. She's weak right now, so hers aren't great. Let's use this. This guy. And that will kill him. I wonder if it would be better though to... I could reposition myself. I could use my move and reposition him to knock him into someone else. And it is a forceful hit, so it goes... That's quite a decent distance. I wonder if knocking him... I could knock him into this, and that would also kill that guy. Is that worth it? This is the game right here, by the way. It's really looking around, trying to figure out the best way to murder the most number of people. Let's try that. Let's move. And then let's try this. Yeah, I like that.
Here we go.
I like that.
I gotta say, the whole Hail Hydra thing is pretty stale. Got any new material?
All the effects look great. Jake Z says, I like that cover isn't the mechanism in this. Yeah, it's very different from XCOM, which I'm very happy about. I had joked, and I feel bad. I joked in our, Thanksgiving joke special that we do. That's a normal thing. Let's see. I could have used this card as a quick. I wonder. This gives me more. What is Surgical Strike? Chain 2. One for each card in the hand. So I should wait on that. Use that next turn. Forceful Knockback. It only does 4, but the Forceful Knockback. I wonder how much damage. That's within 9, right? Alright, I'm gonna try this. I hope that's within 9. That should be 9. Okay.
Never seen that before.
So that'll take him down, hopefully enough. 9 exactly. Isn't that perfect? Quick strike. That'll kill him, and that will let me use another card. We did it!
It sounds to me like they just missed their mama.
Missed their mama. Good insight. Okay, so we got one more card, so now we can use one of these. I don't want to use this one. It uses a lot of hero points, and I've been making it weaker, so we can use that next turn. Let's see. Let's see. How far are you? Yeah, like 6 hours, but I play games super slow. I've only done a handful of story missions. Let's see. Shondonator says, seems like an interesting Into the Breach XCOM combo. Definitely want to try it out sometime. Hopefully it comes to Game Pass eventually. Yeah, it's it definitely has the feeling of Into the Breach, probably Into the Breach and, I'd say like Slay the Spire, or that kind of card game, which I was not expecting. I really like that interesting combo. Rich Bad at Games asked, what's the consequence on failing a mission? I guess you would have to ask someone who fails missions. I don't know. I haven't failed one yet. It's a good question. I'm sure it won't be as punishing as, in XCOM. But I'm not sure what the consequences are yet. Leafeon, I guess, responded to that and said you can restart the mission, but if a hero gets KO'd, they get injured and have debuffs for a few days. And Jake Z says you have to return to the main menu.
I had more to do when I was dead.
Which is interesting. Or reload a save. It's bizarre, he says. Yeah, like I said, I haven't run into it yet, but yeah, you can. I mean, you can restart it. You can restart an encounter at any time. So, let's see. Can you play Marvel Snap in the Abbey like Gwent in The Witcher? That would be something. No mini games, as far as I've seen, especially not Marvel Snap. And let's see. Hitmonchan says the mark target thing seems really powerful if you're capable of KOing people this turn. Yeah. Yeah, there was one challenge where I used her Hellhound and marked like five or six kind of minion characters, and it was a real bloodbath, and it was very satisfying. Okay. Jake Z says I bumped the difficulty up and then tried a hard mission and it was impossible and had to reload a save. Makes sense. Nightbot says subscribe to the MinnMax Show podcast on your favorite podcast app. Of course he does. Lord Jerton says this game looks cool but it lacks Princess Peach Rabbit. Yes. And he says I'm sorry but the game of the year for XCOM-like game of 2022 goes to Mario & Rabbids. Yeah, it's I wouldn't even put it in the same.
This should be good.
I will follow your lead.
Wasn't I supposed to mark two guys?
I am impressed.
Or was that an area of effect, maybe? I think I missed that. I totally would have done the shield guy. I wouldn't put it in, like, obviously it's a turn-based strategy game, but I wouldn't put it in the same.
Oh, I thought we were finished.
Is he gonna stay under that? No, he's gonna move. God, they're just asking to get.
Are they stronger than they look, at least?
To get blown up with something. Two. Now see, Iron Man has a move where he has a big area of effect move, but I haven't drawn it. Let's see, what do I want to get rid of? I want to keep the quicks, just in case, because we got some minions out there, that would be easy. Maybe keep that one. Blast. I'll do this one. That's also quick. We got lots of quicks here. Yeah, those two are more powerful. Come on, give me an area effect. Oh no, what did I do? That's right, can't use redraws on those. Makes sense. Okay. That was a bummer. That's a bummer. Let's see, this guy, he's marked, so I can refund a card if I get through him. But I'm not gonna do 72 damage on him. He's protecting that guy, but not the ones behind him. I wish I had saved, man, I really just need a... Okay. Wait, no, actually I'll do quick blast first. I'm gonna move behind these jokers. Wait, what's the... How much does pillar do? Okay. I'm gonna move behind these jokers. Another nice thing is when you move, if it turns out you're not in the right spot for what you want to do, you can move again as many times as you want until you play a card, which I appreciate. I'm gonna. Oh no, I have to redrive to do knockback. What am I thinking? This one. And I will knock you. Do not knock him into him? I'll knock him into him? Question then becomes, can I knock this guy? Oh no. Oh no.
Weak, even for Hydra.
That one didn't have knockout. I don't even know what I'm doing. That's okay. But it moved the other guy. Oh, this is a real S show, folks. Okay, then we'll just do that too.
Lucky to still be breathing.
Jake Z says Rabid Rosalina's ennui status effect is top notch. Yeah, this I've been saying that since the beginning. This game needs an ennui status effect. Oh, I should have used this earlier. Blowing it. Blowing it. One for each of my hand. One for each Iron Man card in my hand. Okay. So I haven't used any Iron Man cards yet. So this is as good as it's gonna get. 18 times 3. I can't hit him yet because he's protected by our shield buddy. Alright. Oh. That's 18E. What? That's way more than 18, isn't it? Okay, well. What does that bring him down to? If I just do 2? 11?
I don't do this
okay. I can't do math. So that's good. And that doesn't count as a card either.
One of those suits for me.
The real port says it adds 2 marks, just increasing the effect. I think it gives you 2 cards back rather than 1 for 1 mark. I see what you're saying. Yeah, Hitmonchan asks, so the quick cards also give you another card play. It seems like you could really play a ton of cards. Yeah, it gives you another card play if the person that you hit with that attack gets KO'd. So that's why I've been aiming at the minions, because they only take 1 hit. But that adds a neat strategic depth of like figuring out, okay, can I whittle this guy down far enough to get him into that zone for one of these quick cards to not cost me. But you can go through a lot of cards. Other cards will let you draw more cards, so you start with 6 cards in your hand, but you can play even more than that sometimes. Hitmonchan points out he's taking more damage because of the debuff. Yeah, it also gave him bone. And Hitmonchan says, we know JeffM can't do math because of the mini golf video. Yeah, that was absurd. I don't know what happened there, but I tried to add up me and Leo's par scores. And I did crazy. I was jumping all over because I was trying to make the math easier on myself, and I got both of our scores wrong. So what can you do? Okay, these guys are both pretty meaty, but we still have 3 cards. So, and that one has knockback. This one does not. But the bummer is I can't target them, or they're immune to knockback because he's getting shielded right now. So what if we switch to Blade and I jump over this? That's only 10. And it's 2. Okay, well, first, oh, and they're out of out of the zone for that. The environmental attacks, you can see why I've played this game for like 6 hours and only. Let's see. I don't think I can hit that guy. Fine. I could attack him, but he's immune to knockback. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to burn through some cards here. This guy, this is not efficient.
I feel at least 4% stronger than before. I've got to check my math.
Immune to knockback.
How invigorating.
Wait, why'd my last card, just burn up there? Alright. I missed that. Lord Sheridan says the music gives me kind of Smash vibes.
Look like much to me.
Oh, look at this. See, saving my... It's blade time. Saving up some hero points. Ain't too shabby. I can use... they're out of... Okay. What do I want to do? Is it worth applying bleed? Probably not. This guy's no longer safe. So we can wail on him now. I wonder if this would be enough. Oh, very close. Very close. What if we'll hit him in the head with a crate first. I shouldn't have moved her. I should have switched to Tony. Let's see this. Yeah, okay. And I'm outside the circle, which is important.
Was that truly your best?
Overkill. Alright. 2 plays left. Let's burn this, just see what we can get. Forceful knockback. Let's burn that one too. 2 chains. Those aren't going to beat some stakes here. I mean, LeafAm points out one of the cards I played discards.
Vampires are not the only ones who should fear you.
Yes, Whip must have done that. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna wail on him a bit.
You are a force to be reckoned with.
And movement doesn't matter. That's fine. That's fine.
That will not slow me down.
Big Bill asks, hey, is this game good? It's good. It is good.
Probably
This
still
guy's
won't be
gonna
enough, but
explode
you can try.
on us. He's not gonna live long enough. We can do 42. We can get up to 42. Let's mark him.
Shouldn't take long.
The target is clear.
I bet you guys couldn't even beat the security guards in my parking garage.
Let's see. Well, that's not far enough. Let's redraw that one to make it forceful. There we go. Wait, this kills him, but that one doesn't? Is he hitting 2 things?
I
like.
Hopefully they learned their lesson.
There we
No,
go.
That's wishful thinking.
Hitmonchan asks if you knock back an enemy into one of your heroes, is that good or bad? That's bad. You will hurt them, but there is there's one debuff that like locks them down, in which case you do want to hit them even though they will take damage. It will knock them out of, you know, whatever debuff that is. John Skovic says it's bad until you get an upgrade and then it's really good, which is interesting. I mean, Leafan says there's a yard upgrade you can get that actually prevents damage on the hero and increases damage on the enemy, which is good to know. Okay, so now the day's over and we're back to the part that I was trying to avoid earlier, which is sitting around and talking to people.
I don't frequently watch the television. It was never part of my childhood. I do not feel a particular affection for it.
Some of these characters, like the actual Midnight Suns,
I've got a kid I send on missions.
they're okay. They kind of fall into that
You've been doing well out
group
there, kiddo.
of
And you're making an impression on your teammates.
I gotta pet my demon dog here. This is a very silly animation.
Make sure
they kind of fall into the
Gotham
Gotham
Knights.
Knights,
A kind word from the legendary
you know,
hunter.
level of feeling like I'm babysitting a bunch of teens, but they're not as bad. They're more interesting than that. So, and they've been growing on me, I think in part because you do have these kind of hangouts that kind of showcases the personalities a little more, makes it a little more interesting. You got all these orbs everywhere that are used for different things. Let's see. So we got some rewards. I'm doing that. What do they want me to just jump into the...
That is something.
Did I not get rewards? Or do they want... What objective are they trying to give me? I think they want me to do what that Jedi Witch one was talking about. I'm gonna run out there. Real quick. And we'll see what this nonsense is. Blade looks much cooler than Iron Man. Yeah. Iron Man... What's this? Is it this tunnel? I've already been in
This
this
must
tunnel.
be the tunnel entrance Agatha spoke of. This must be an ember from the forge.
Alright. The whole outside area of this kind of gives me vibes of, in a weird way, like the Mortal Kombat crypt of just like, this is a weird kind of spin-off where you're really fleshing out ultimately kind of some simple mechanisms in a way that I don't necessarily dislike or disapprove of, but it's
I have the
a
ember.
little silly.
The bottle is not even warm.
If it were giving off any heat at all, I'd be concerned, given the enchantment on that vessel. Now, let's see if this old girl still works.
I mean, Leafeon says...
So I can use the cauldron to brew things?
Essentially, yes. Collect reagents on the Abbey grounds.
Oh, I've been
You'd
collecting
be surprised
reagents.
what we can make use of.
And I just drop the ingredients in? Is that not dangerous?
That's part of the fun, isn't it? And I see you've already found a recipe book. I doubt you'll have any trouble following along.
I got a cauldron. I'm doing witch stuff here. Okay. Different recipes. I found some recipes. She's right. Leafeon says, I just got an all-white costume palette for Blade last night. He's so much more awesome now. That's interesting. Zayat asks, have you done yoga with anyone? Not yet. We shall see. Rich Bad at Games says, this game should have kissing in the social links section. Changed my mind. I'm surprised I haven't seen any yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get there eventually. Nightbot wants you to know that you can compete in Trivia Tower to win prizes and also unlock the podcast version of The Deepest Dive, MinnMax, Max spoilers, MinnMax interviews, and more over on Patreon. Patreon.com/MinnMax2Ns. That's why I'm doing this. Or that's why I can do this, I should say, because of the support of all of you out there. One of the best quality of life things in this game is the instant fast travel and area transitions. I haven't even... Every time I've tried to do fast travel, it told me I couldn't do it yet, which is weird. Nightbot just repeated the same message 2 seconds ago. Come on, Nightbot. Zayat asks, have there been any dialogue lines that made you say, oh, Ben Reeves wrote that? Not yet, and I've been looking for it. I'm not sure what he was working on specifically, but I'm sure I will know. I'm sure I will recognize and be like, oh, that's Ben. Let's see. Subscribe to the MinnMax Show podcast on your favorite podcast app. Nightbot, are you serious? I didn't know you could do that. Hey, help MinnMax grow by following us on Twitch or unlocking exclusive benefits over on patreon.com/MinnMax. Follow MinnMax on Twitch and subscribe to our channel. Remember, you can get a free sub with Twitch Prime. Nightbot's losing his mind. I don't know what its problem is. Let's see. Leafan says, I feel like they must have let him write a ton for Spider-Man. I haven't... one of these days I will do the next story mission. We'll do that right after I finish messing around with this pod. Because Spider-Man's been waiting for me. Leafan says there's some bad Reeves-esque jokes that Spider-Man makes. Interesting. Lord Jordan says, remember to vote for We Spore 4 for New Game Plus. You blew it, guys. Healing Salve. Okay, so these are one-time use combat items. Which is cool because they also don't cost a card when you or at least the Healing Salve does. Well, no, they all say free. So they're all like bonus actions that you can take, which is cool. Strengthened and vulnerable. And I need some other ingredients, which I haven't gotten for those two. I don't want to use any of those. Thank you. I will keep that stuff in mind. And let's see. Does anybody else need anything? You got all these chests around here that you can unlock, and apparently they refill sometimes. I haven't seen one refill yet. I think because I've opened it once, I will be able to always get it once it refills, but I'm waiting for one of them to refill to figure out if that's how it works. Or you can just tell me if you already know the answer to that. Everyone else is just hanging out in the common room, but they're just kind of sitting there. Nobody's having any fun tonight.
So, what do you need?
Nothing, Carol. See you later.
Looking forward to it.
Faustus and his inner circle must have done some scouting for Lilith. She's been out of commission for a couple of 100 years, but she knew exactly who to corrupt to set this whole thing off.
Everybody just sitting at
Do
a
you think your mom
bar.
thinks I'm the corrupting influence on you, or is it the other way around?
Привет, Hunter.
Watching a cowboy movie. Where's that circle?
So,
Robbie, I'm not super sold on that. Where's that circle? Why do they want me to inspect that from 5 rooms away? Okay. We'll go to bed, and then we'll do a story mission. How about that? We pet the dog for the day. You got this. You can customize your character with a bunch of different clothes. They all look very silly for... This is like her day clothes. And I've just kept this one because it's the only one that doesn't look completely ridiculous. But you got your combat outfits as well. You can't see any of them yet because you have to unlock hers specially. You can upgrade your room with a bunch of stuff for some reason. And you can change your bed sheets. I haven't really messed around with much of any of that yet. Let's see. Truffaut says, "What's this Patreon thing? Seems like a big pyramid scheme." Absolutely, you've figured us out. John Skovic says, when Hansen asked Jake Solomon what character Reeves wrote for, he said his best writing was for an unreleased character. Interesting. And then Leafian says, yeah, he probably wrote for Venom, which is the first DLC character for the Season Pass. That's interesting. Lord Sturden says, it's not a pyramid scheme. I pay $5 a month to ask Hansen what's Game Informer. It's a fair deal. Truffaut asks, have you noticed any bad microtransactions yet? No. There's like a... Let's see. Where was it? I think just on the main menu there's a store option that takes you... I don't even know if it's in-game or if it just kicks you out to PlayStation Store, but otherwise I haven't seen anything. Like there is the... you can customize your character with like these kind of clothes. Everything costs this gloss currency, but I've just been getting that from... I can buy a face mask for 50 gloss. But everything so far has just been in-game currencies that I'm getting everywhere, and I don't even know if you can buy that currency on the marketplace, or why you would. It's... I don't know. I obviously don't like, I complained about Marvel Snap as... like targeting whales. I feel like this is a completely different thing, but I'm also not, I'm not the kind of person who's like, I gotta have different Blade costumes,
Hunter.
And I don't know if...
Robbie can summon Hellfire at a whim.
But
he
like,
doesn't
even
wanna ask
if
if
I
he can
find
play fetch
interesting
with your dog.
costumes,
okay.
I'm already getting the currency
I
that
don't
I
actually
need.
care, but he needs to
There
stop
hasn't been
moping.
like,
So,
Iron
can
Man
Robbie
hasn't
play
popped
with
up and
your
said,
dog?
hey, if you bought some space bucks, you could unlock me a new hat, please, or any, like anything like that.
Robbie is free to play with Charlie. So is everyone else.
Anybody can play with a demon
there,
dog.
it was that easy. Can't believe he couldn't just ask. I'll let Robbie know. He's gonna stop bugging me about this, or the hell ride goes over a cliff.
That's kind of cute. See, this is the kind of thing that endears me to the, you know, millennial characters here more than other stuff. The idea that Robbie needed Blade to ask if he can pet my demon dog is kind of a funny. It's a funny thing, and I never really got. I don't want to crap on Gotham Knights anymore, but I never really got anything that humorous from the kids in there. I mean, Leafan says the only microtransactions is for cosmetics in the main menu, which you can get from the big Legendary Edition. Let's see. Doug Fresh just showed up. What are we playing? That's some Marvel Midnight Suns. Lord Jordan says, sometimes JeffM reads my message out loud and it was all memes. Don't make me blush. Hitmonchan asks, what's with the season pass? I don't know what's with the season pass. Apparently Venom's coming. I saw people complaining about that as well. They were like, it's a $70 game. It's got a $60 season pass or whatever. This is the type of game that I'm enjoying so much that if the season pass is expansion content, I'm totally fine with that. I would take more of this game in the same way that, you know, I enjoyed the extra DLC for XCOM and for Civ. You know, like Firaxis does good extra content for their games, and their games are well suited for extra content. So for me, it's going to be a question of like what all is entailed. Is it enough to make it feel like the price was justified and that kind of thing? But I'm not hating on it. You know, it's different from like a battle pass or something like that. I'm not. We'll see, I guess. You can choose to spar. That gets you extra friendship points. You don't actually spar with them. It just gives you some points. It shows you a funny picture. I'll do Nico.
You know I know magic, right? Whew, now I see what I'll do.
Done. And I get bonuses from it, which is why you hang out with people to begin with, is the bonuses that you get. Okay, he lets me upgrade stuff, but first, I still just want, I want to open the stuff I got, and I don't know. There we go. Now we can interact with this.
You are gonna love this.
Okay, so we got some upgrades we can do.
Could do just as well without you loitering back there.
Spend moves to
How
knock
else am I going to
back
steal your secrets
enemies
if I can't see what you're up
in
to?
combat.
I doubt
would be
you'd
great.
find anything suitable among my secrets anyway.
Because I rarely
wait
use a
minute,
move
wait,
on a
can it
turn
be?
unless
Did you
have
just
to,
make a suit joke?
to get in the right
didn't
position,
hurt
which
its
is not
feelings,
that
did I?
often. So having an extra
2 in a
knockback
row.
every turn.
This is a major breakthrough for you. I'm so proud I could be here for
Let's
this
see,
moment.
what is this?
I'm glad you're amused.
Suit and a fully charged passive. And I don't have the requirements for this stuff. So that's fair enough. This one sounded good. We will do that research. It'll be ready the next day. In the meantime, let's see. Forge upgrades? Is that what I was just looking at? Credits. Uh-oh. Credits are required to purchase Abby upgrades, but you get them as mission rewards. Halfway there. Craft powerful single-use combat items. Gamma coil.
How's it going, boss?
Let's see. Trufo says that's good to hear. Marvel Avengers shoves the microtransactions down your throat nonstop. Yeah, still haven't mentioned it at all in game. The Real Port says you can buy some costumes with real money purchased currency. I haven't looked into everything you can buy, but a lot of it is piecemeal. I already have through the season pass. The cosmetics. Microtransactions are full costumes for characters, not even for straight up gloss, which I appreciate. Okay. That's good, that's good. Rich Bad Game said, I would respect you more if you had a cool hat for Iron Man, just saying. That is true. That's how they get you. I mean, Leafeon says, take someone to a haven. They kind of scared me with the havens because they said, I think you can only take one person. You can only take a person to a haven once, and you can only go to each haven spot once. And so I've been waiting to try and figure out who would actually like what in terms of havens. But maybe
this thing behind me turns into a giant
Jixie
gateway to
says,
ancient
the
Egypt, I'm
Zoomer
quitting.
humor apologist. I would never. How dare you, sir? It hasn't been too bad. It hasn't been too bad yet. Let's see. John Skovic says Season Pass is 2 premium skins for each character and the 4 DLC characters that are upcoming. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I guess I don't really know what endgame in this looks like. If there is an endgame, or if you just replay. They obviously have side missions, which I assume are probably just procedurally generated, but I don't know how much extra content is there, and whether it will justify DLC characters. Oh, I mean, Leafeon says apparently each DLC character has their own story campaign with, according to Solomon, more content than the base game. That's wild if true, the Real Port says. Yeah, that is wild, and that would certainly justify it for me. So we shall see. Super Nest says I was kind of hesitating on this, but might pull the trigger now to get this. This game looks fun. I appreciate that you guys all think that since I spend so much time reading comments. I apologize. Let's do this. We're gonna open one of these coils. This is how you get new cards, which you will see right now.
You're welcome, Hunter.
So I can look at each of these, restore an ally to full health. Here,
I feel like I could automate this process,
but then
take myself
I
out of the
take
loop here.
24 damage. Not great. Surgical Strike. That was a good one. Make them bleed. I already got some of those. Or a Quick Strike. I can now see. On their own, these seem pretty lame. And the first time I looked at them, I was like, I don't want any of these because I already have them. What makes them interesting is once you have an extra copy, you can meld it with another one and it upgrades them. So, this one does an extra 19 damage if the target already has bleed, which is the status that Blade inflicts, obviously. I already have one of these upgraded. But that's cool. This one's interesting in that it draws specifically more Blade cards when you use it. And then each of his cards that you use inflicts bleeds on the characters that you use them on. So that's also a nice combo there. Plus it gives you 2 hero points.
How long did you say you were exposed to this thing?
What's this one?
It's probably fine.
Just costs a little less to use. But it's also 22 damage for each chain, which is nice. And this one, I'm not sold on that. So, I'm gonna take Iron Man. And that one was bleed, right? I'll take one of those too, because I got an extra one of those. So that's beautiful. That makes me happy. As soon as I learned about the upgrading the cards, it became much more interesting because, you know, like every card battler has that thing of, here are 3 cards, choose which one you want to add to your deck or whatever. But the fact that I'm just basically collecting these, you do get new cards, which you can add to your deck, like new distinct cards that you don't already have in your deck. But just the fact that I can take cards I already have, but make them more interesting.
I used to design sentient people. This never gets old.
I was instantly sold out. I had an extra one of these.
Take your pick, Hunter.
Taking my pick. I still don't want Dark Heel. Okay. Strike. And the Hunger, new blade ability. By 2 marked to every enemy with bleed. It's also free to play. Well, I'm definitely getting that one. Let's check out what the upgrades will be. What's the upgrade to that one? Recover 19 for each enemy with bleed as well. Wow. That's a nice card. This one
Big Tony's Forge of
3,
Mystery. We never
2.
close.
I have only used magic once. She's one of the millennials, but she was really cool. Some of her powers were really interesting. So I think I will take that one, and obviously the super cool blade card. And that's good. Let's see. I mean, Leafeon says, yeah, the actual quote was, they actually have more content in a lot of ways than some of the base game heroes, in the sense that they all have 3 narrative missions solely devoted to them and their own part in a whole new storyline. Okay. So all the content as base game heroes, but they have more narrative missions. And just a new storyline is the thing I guess I'm most interested in, and how long that new storyline would be. And then if you have 4 new characters that have their own narrative missions, that sounds pretty good. I'm excited about that.
What have you brought me today?
Alright, so then we also have artifacts here that do something else. Lots of bonus stuff that just feels good.
One sorcerer's trash is another's treasure.
The
I'll
essences
let
you
you
use
judge
to
on this
upgrade the cards. The blueprint, I don't know what that is. And the bowl. The artifacts, I'm not sure. If anyone knows what the artifacts are for, by all means let me know. I had another one of these. Open mail.
It's not entirely worthless, but not especially valuable either.
Yeah, I don't know what artifacts are. Okay, we have our research going.
The mystic arts require constant.
Got the research going, don't have the currency for
Later.
upgrades. So that's the forge. Some neat stuff in there. Help hero. Ooh.
Hello, Hunter.
Should I compliment him? Or should I compliment? Let's see what she wants first.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
Let's see. A rare hunter ability. Choose a response. Holds up a finger. Says, do you sense that erratic magical energy near the forge? I suggest a revelation spell, or perhaps a cleansing incantation. Yeah, I'm gonna do a revelation spell.
Ah, thanks, Hunter.
Theory 2. Apply 1 vulnerable final. I assume final means it's the last card I can play. For 44 damage, sounds pretty good. Alright.
Sheesh, if that was practice, I can't wait to see you unleash on Lilith.
Alright, well I can't compliment her anymore, so... Guess what, Doctor Strange?
Careful! You just stepped through 2 trans-dimensional. Oh, never mind. They left.
Apparently I can't even compliment him. He's not even worthy of it, so we shall go on. Let's see. John Skovic says, I just love how stupid the name Dark Heel is. What's the bad guy version of Heel? Dark Heel. Yeah. I mean, Leafeon says there's a post-game with new high-level general missions and then also a new game plus. I love it. Later on, you can also get other modifiers too that you can craft aside from just upgrading them to plus versions. I love it. The Real Port says, yeah, just being able to play more of this game sounds perfectly fine to me. Dr. Rock says, I think the artifacts level up your research skill. Okay. Gotcha. I mean, Leafan says there's a ritual bowl near the elemental ritual. If you leave an artifact in there overnight, you can come back, use a word of power, and it gives you a reward depending on the combination of the artifact and word of power you used. Elemental altar. Interesting. I'm sure they'll tell me about that when the time comes. But yeah, I mean, this is... I shouldn't be as surprised how great this game is, considering it came from Firaxis. Like, this is what Firaxis does. They take a type of game, and they just make, you know, the cleanest, most polished, and most fun version of that. And, you know, I mean, there's a reason why XCOM, the new modern XCOM, has become a template for every other XCOM style game. And yeah, and they're so smart over there with their systems that they just layer system upon system upon system, and it blows my mind. So let's go get the Spider-Mans. Spider-Man lured Venom away from the Sanctum, but now the Midnight Suns need to step in and help the web slinger out. That's my story mission. The Real Port says it is surprising how they did it, though. Absolutely.
I would be rotting inside that creature's gullet if not for Spider-Man. Time to return the favor.
We'll find him. We're running facial recognition.
I'm very determined now, after having run around the entire grounds of the Abbey for like a week, collecting, you know, like mushrooms and stuff.
You think Team Spooky's doing any better?
Nothing.
Well, your inflection on that last dactyl was perfect. Perhaps a magnetism rune.
Against a level 5 demon alien hybrid? Where did you learn your magic? Demo Khan?
You know, you really do have a look.
Hunter's right. This isn't working.
On to plan C. Well, more like D.
Norman won't mind if I borrow a few Oscorp satellites at 45,000 feet, right?
Higher, further, faster, baby.
82nd and 5th. Well, between 5th and Madison now.
Guys, they're live.
The Zoomers know.
And they're trending.
Look, come on, man.
Hashtag big alien apple.
That's stupid.
Not bad.
That's stupid, but I like it.
Now imagine if you had
That's
just
Zoomer
asked
humor
for
I can get
help
behind.
No
sooner.
time for an after-school special. Patching it
Makes
through.
me feel old,
Patching it all through.
but makes me chuckle at the same time. Social media. It's all on social media, guys. You do have like superhero social media in this game, which is also so stupid. And they also had it in Gotham Knights, but it's, I don't know, it's less annoying to me here, and I don't know if I can justify that. But okay, so I trained with Nico, and so now she will increase my hand size if I bring her with, and I feel like doing that even though I haven't really fought with her at all. So that may be a disaster, but let's go for it. Combat items. I didn't make any. Should I have made them? Should I have made a heal? I don't need it. I don't need to do it. We'll be fine. Okay, this is a weird bug that I had earlier. I don't know if everyone has experienced that.
How much Spider-Man has been able to handle
Where for
on
the
his own?
cut, just for that cutscene,
I have never seen anyone
one of the
move with
characters
such
is
speed
in
and
their
agility.
underwear. Last time it was
If Venom
Blade.
was coming after me, I'd probably move that quick too.
I'm going to save that because it makes me laugh every time that happens. That's a bad bug to have, guys. That's an underwear bug. Let's see.
What's up, Ancient One?
I mean, Leafeon says it's like the general social media feed from Spider-Man PS4, but it's only the heroes talking to each other. Yeah, it's that. Yeah, it didn't bother me as much in Spider-Man, so I guess that's.
This Spider-Man sounds.
I don't know. I guess
swinging.
I'm very hit or miss, and I can't really
Venom has taken to
justify
the
it one way or
rooftops,
the other.
and he's
Why
tossing
sometimes
just
it works for
about
me and
anything he
sometimes it
can find onto
doesn't.
the
Probably
streets
just
below.
depends on the game that it's in
Innocent
and
people
whether
down
I'm
there.
liking
Get
that
them to
game.
safety before it's too late.
John Skovic says Nico is an awesome support. I looked over her deck and it looks super cool. So we shall see how that goes. She's having a bad day.
Stay safe, ma'am!
I should probably tell you the same thing.
Jeez, you'd think he'd at least have tennis elbow or something by now?
We just pull the bones and bring them home to Mother! Subdue this animal and bring it to Site 1. We'll squish your face and eat your...
Those kind of stinger jokes have all been
Seriously
solid.
consider switching occupations if I were you, friend. I know, no job's perfect. But at the end of the day, it's all about the coworkers.
There we go. I'm excited to get Spider-Man. Oh, objective. Rescue civilians. Generate heroism. To use the card. Yep. Watch out for objects thrown by fallen venom. Alright. Rich Bad at Games asks, why am I complaining, bro, about the underwear walk? I mean, Leafeon says it's happened to him a couple times too. John Skovic says, that's amazing. Every character has a swimsuit option for when you hang by the pool, and it's selecting that outfit for some reason. Yep. Alright. So we gotta rescue that guy. That's easy enough. Fallen venom is hurling objects at the heroes. Any hero inside a target area will take damage at the end of the turn. Use moves or ability to reposition. That's interesting. This is the first time I've had this kind of mechanism in combat. Let's knock enemies into the targeted areas.
Never surrender!
Makes sense. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, this is another cool thing where some characters... Okay, hold on. With her unpredictable staff of 1, many of her abilities have random effects. They're determined when the card is drawn. Yes. I saw that. That's why her deck looked interesting. But as I was saying, let's see. Yes, she's
Really nice of you all
enlightened,
to
which
come
means
by
I
and
draw
visit
more
the old
cards.
neighborhood. I'd say let's all stop for a group selfie, but Eddie might get a little jealous.
Some-
I cannot fathom why one of my mother's fallen is so obsessed with you.
I'm not sure what any of that means, but Eddie and I were doing our thing here in New York way before those horns grew out of his head. I've never known him to pick on civilians, though. We need to get these people out of his way.
I don't know much about Venom. But yeah, some characters have cards associated with them, and when you beat them, you get those cards into your hand, which is kind of interesting. Force Fallen Venom to target Spidey. Or draw 2 cards. Gain 4 redraws. That's interesting. Alright, so we got 2 weak guys. Let's see, 42, 95, 84, 42. I want to get them into my circles. What do I got here? Quick attack, heal, we don't want. Apply 1 weak. More. So that one doesn't. That one gonna fill in once I can afford it. Apply 2 counter. Her or an ally. Chain strike. Target will be KO'd. Chain to another target. Maximum 2 targets. And my whip, which is good, and then get that symbol. So Spidey could take out. So I should probably soften up a couple of these guys and then try to use that one. Let's burn this one. Apply too fast. Reduces cost of hero actions. Okay. Is there another one that I want to get rid of? This one does 10 damage. I want to keep the quick ones. I'll get rid of this one. Spidey sense. What does that do? Draw 2 Spider-Man cards, gain 1 fast. Okay. More Spider-Man. And 2 hero points. Draw 2 cards, gain 4 redraws. Seems pretty nice. I feel like, get this card and then get in the middle of a bunch of heavies would be a good thing. But I gotta get all these people out of this circle, don't I? That should be my priority. That should definitely be my priority. So I can use him, or use Quick Slash. That's 10. Yeah, so you pick the card. The green spot tells you where your character will move to. So that's out of the circle. That's dark.
Hail
that. Love it. That would hit him, but it's not worth much. So we have to get Nico out of there. Probably too fast. I don't really need. Okay, so this one's just 40 damage. Oh, right, this card was just, it's worth a certain amount of damage, and the amount of damage it was decided when it was picked, and it's a 40, which is nice. That's a nice big number. So actually, I can almost finish this guy off and get that sweet Spidey card. Let's do that. Let's do that. And where am I gonna move? I move out of the circle.
Leave some for
All
the
right.
rest of us.
And now I can do Spidey. Oh no, not that Spidey. That's Spidey. This is overkill. But that's fine. Do that. And do that. I wish that one could chain more. I wonder, actually. What is the upgrade on that? Up to 4 times if you upgrade that one. I like that. Because you're doing 22 damage to it. The problem with the quick one is it's usually a much smaller amount of damage. But you can burn through some characters. There's some enemies with 22 damage. Are you kidding me? Alright. We'll do him. It's almost a waste. We'll take that. And we'll end up landing right there. Gotta like that.
Like that once, centuries ago.
Dan's in the chat. Midnight Suns. Yes, I'm sure you are loving this game and playing through it way more efficiently than I am. I can hit someone with a box. That's where we are strategy-wise. Hey, subscribe to the MinnMax Show podcast on your favorite podcast app, says Nightbot. Would like to knock someone into that. Is this forceful? Can I whip someone far enough to... And if so, who? Let's see, do I have any other quick ones? No. Pull someone into this Spider-Man's location. Oh boy, that's a pretty small circle. Yes, let's see. Let's whip. Oh, this is only the... Right. So this one is forceful knockback, which means it knocks them even farther, but it can be in any direction, which is nice. So it doesn't matter where she's standing specifically. So I can do that. That will kill him, which is nice. That would be a weird choice. Can't quite get to the electricity. That would almost take out his entire shield and still kill him. What about that guy? That would not kill him. So this is... How much is that shield? That's not a big shield, but... I mean, who cares? Because as long as it's killing this guy, that's fine. Dan says, "No, I'm taking my time with it. I love that you're not under a time crunch like Persona or Fire Emblem in this one, but I freaking love it. That much is true." Nice. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a goodie.
Your time has come.
Guy's shield is almost done.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Okay, those are all my plays. Could. I can't. Alright. That's a turn. That's a turn.
We serve until the end. Taking the shot.
You can cut that out anytime.
And then the reinforcements show up.
Lilith must not have left instructions for Hydra on how to control her new pet. Can't say I feel sorry for them, but there's still civilians trapped here too.
Gotcha.
Oh, cool. I can hear her too, talking in my head.
That guy's...
It's a comm system, the same one I activated in your suit.
Right, that was gonna be my next guess.
Need 4, he's speedy. Takes their turn after 3 cards are played. Oh, that's interesting. And because he's also more powerful, it doesn't tell you who he's going to target. Alright. That's interesting. What do we got here? Too fast. Gain the cards. I could move where Venom's gonna attack. Draw 2 cards. Gain 4 redraws. Forceful knockback in any direction. Change the cost of all hero cards in your hand to 0 this turn. Right now, that's not a huge... That one's 25. Although it actually would be helpful for both of those. Now I have too many cards that I want to use. And no quick abilities. Let's see, that guy's gonna die. I want to throw this guy over there and then save the other guy. So maybe I use that. I can save him. Oh, well, that's just a flat out 25 damage. Alright. I know what I'm gonna do. Well, actually, I should see. Would he actually end? That wouldn't. Surely that wouldn't hurt the person, right? Or else I could just knock him in there. We'll do that. We'll try. We'll try. What was that? Although, if I should redraw some cards because maybe I'll get a quick card, like that one, knockback and quick. So I can use this one. Take out our little buddy here. That doesn't cost me
tough
anything.
losing all the time for like decades.
Shazura asks, sounds like you're enjoying this so far. Yeah. Yes, I am. I'm enjoying it too much. I have stayed up too late with a child who still insists on waking up at 7 in the morning. It's really... Oh, this is interesting. This is a dark ability, which means that every time I use it, I'm changing my alignment to dark. And I never realized that. So I've just been poisoning myself into it, which is fine. That's not gonna stop me from... Should I save him first? In case it hurts him when I throw that guy over there? Oh, that one still costs money. Or that one still costs cards now. Fine. It's fine. Let's get there.
Don't worry, I got you.
Now Spider-Man's standing there. Of course he's gonna test me. What a jerk. We can move Spider-Man out of there. That's no biggie. Now, is that gonna keep him in the circle is the question. Let's hope so. But yes, I'm enjoying this. One of the reasons I'm enjoying this game so much is I enjoy me a card battler. And I play a lot of card battlers, including, like, even a bad card battler, I still have a lot of fun with, and play a lot of. So I just I play a lot of card battlers, and a lot of them follow a very similar, you know, Slay the Spire formula. And so what I like about this one is that it's different. Like, some of these mechanisms are just interesting and different from other card battlers. And also, it's then, you know, the Firaxis version of a card battler, so it's the cleanest and most polished version of that thing that you could get anywhere. But it's just a joy to play a new version of a card battler and have all these little twists that you get to learn and figure out, you know, how to min-max and such. Alright, I think that's cool. Dan says, I wish I was playing this right now and not FR Zero Cap. I don't even know what that is, Dan. Rescue the civilian.
If we're lucky,
Yeah,
that
okay.
creature will run out of things to throw.
Better yet, let's make sure he has no one to throw at. Gotta get these people to safety.
Alright, who do we got? We got Little Wimpy guy. Also Little Wimpy guy who's frenzied. 29. It's still this guy. Let's see. Shazura asks, did you play I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, Jeff? No, I haven't. I haven't heard of that one. I have not heard of that one. Is it good? Is it interesting? What is it? What do I got? I could draw a lot more cards and redraw a lot more cards if this isn't working for me. Apply bind. Bind someone. The 2 chain. 2 KO chain. This guy's getting KO'd. I have to move her Nico out of there. I don't have any Nico cards, so I would have to use my move. It'd be nice if I could get him in there. Interesting. Interesting. Let's see, you got 29 left. You're as good as dead. I could do the chain strike, I could hit him, then hit him. I don't know if there's like an area of effect for that. I could do those two. Oh, now the question though, would I end up
Looks like it's up to me.
That's not what I want to do.
Now that was something.
That was something, all right. That was a huge mistake. Huge. Let's get rid of Whip. I don't need to bind anyone right now. Quick attack, that kind of makes up for the mess I just made. And I can use it against that guy. Let's just do that. That's okay.
You are lucky to still be breathing.
Engaging target.
Still frenzied. That's fine. I could just rescue the civilian. he's gonna get... Let's just rescue the civilian. And we can use Nico to do it. Right? Yep, then that'll get her out of the circle. We need to get her out of the circle. Now she's out of the circle.
You'll be okay. Just get going.
Defeat the enemies.
Civilians are clear. It's open season on Hydra and their pet monstrosity.
They will be the next to fall in the hunt.
Wow. Did you ever work with a guy named Craven?
Should have moved, pal. I have all these cards. It feels like a waste not to use them. But I also don't really need to use them. So I could knock... Actually, what if I move here? Nope, not you. Gotta watch that. If I move you here...
They're repositioning.
I'm gonna knock you into that guy. Bam.
You had your chance. I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
I like that. I like that. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. Venom doing my job for me.
Pull back and regroup.
We both know you're not good enough for me.
Now's your chance to hone those skills of yours. Don't leave any Hydra standing.
Okay, well, I don't need this, obviously. Apply stun. And he's gonna go. He's actually gonna go. Yeah, why don't we do that? He's gonna go in the next turn anyway, so let's just stun that guy. I'm not super worried about that. There we go. Burn this, don't need that. Forceful knockback. I like that. Oh, that shocks him again. How much damage is that? That's not a ton of damage. For some reason, the knocking him into a wastebasket. Oh, because he hits the wastebasket, and then he hits the wall. That's a double shot.
Okay, that was awesome.
Shazara says, I'm trying to find someone else's more articulate way to describe teenage exocolonists. I think the Steam page is the best, most clear descriptor of it, but I'm fairly certain NB won't allow a link. Well, I will certainly look it up. Nightbot says, completing Trivia Tower to win prizes, unlock the podcast version of the Deepest Dive Max Pro or MinnMax interviews and more on patreon.com/MinnMax. I wanna knock that guy. I wanna knock that guy into that circuit box. So I'm gonna draw 2 cards and gain 4 points. Oh no, wait a minute. That was my last card. That was a terrible choice. Why did you guys let me do that? Let's see. Can I? No. That's out of bounds. Oh, that's out of bounds. Well, that was unfortunate. This is what happens when you stream a game. I better move Spider-Man. Shazara says, help, I'm in the middle of a NB sandwich. What does NB stand for? You kids with your acronyms. Let's see. Dang it. I blew that. I blew that big time. Oh, Nightbot. Yes, of course.
Get out of there!
Yeah, Nightbot's losing his mind.
Let's see what you got.
He wants you to subscribe to the MinnMax Show podcast on your favorite podcast app. Quick kick, that's what I was waiting for. Boom, that's what I wanted to do. Look at that, that's how you end a match.
Match your strength.
Oh, Spider-Man, you're fun. Don't just stand there and record them. And if you're going to, at least turn it to landscape mode.
But we hope you try.
Am I going straight into another fight? Oh yeah, I am. Okay. Fallen Venom's symbiote binds can be broken, right? He did that to me earlier too.
We will
bind me
your
up.
tiny bones.
Okay. Crack my tiny
Suppose you let us
bones.
actually try and help you, Eddie?
Help us. Help us.
How much help
You
is
took
it?
everything from us, Spider-Man. And now we will take your world.
So this is
Gonna
a
put
30.
that down as a
That's
definite
good.
maybe.
That's a good jump. Good place to jump. And they didn't heal me either. That's a little... So I might actually need a heal here. Oh, hey. The heal is a light ability, so maybe I have been offsetting the dark abilities I've been doing. But probably not. I got all these Spidey Sense cards. Do I want Spidey Sense? No. Do I want... No. Chain Strike. Can I... How far out can I Chain Strike? Not to the other guy. But I could to... Venom? Otherwise I could do him. That puts me on the wrong side of that recognition unit. Well, I don't like any of those. Let's burn that one. Okay, now all cards would cost 0, which means I could do bind. Can I bind him? It doesn't say that I can't. Oh. Bind and stun only, restrain for 1 action. Okay. So I could bind him. If that's worth it. I'm gonna burn one of these. And another heal. Alright. I'm not loving this deck synergy or lack thereof. I mean, defense says, nah, it's gotta be formatted for Insta stories or TikTok, which is why you would record it. Yeah, I suppose you gotta put like the music track underneath it. Hey! Folks, Nightbot wants you to know that you can follow MinnMax on Twitch and subscribe to our channel. Remember, you get a free sub on Twitch Prime every month. We did it. I could blow him up. He could go kaboom. Let's do this one. Let's do this. Well, hit you. We'll do 22. That's not nothing.
This one's for you.
That's not nothing.
We will make you pay for that.
And then I could blow up this. Although I want one to jump over this. Am I going to use another one that gives me just restore? I could actually use some more health. So maybe that's not a bad idea. If I were to use... I wouldn't move. I wouldn't move with anyone to trigger that. Alright. Dan says Nico is the best character. Changed my mind. This is really at least one of my first matches playing with her, and I'm not going to try to change your mind on that. She's interesting. The roulette thing kind of changes things up quite a bit. So. Now, why is there +4 next to redraws? Can I redraw? Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, I can do 4 more redraws. Interesting. Before I heal people. I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna redraw some cards. Redraw some cards, guys. I'll do another Chain Strike. Gets me another 22 damage on our pal over here.
Take that!
Yeah, that's worth it. Why wouldn't I do that?
No time to lick our wounds.
Dan says she appears weak initially, but she's my all-star absolute GOAT. Alright, well, I was not planning on discounting her, but I will double not discount her. So do I need this? I don't need this one. I'm gonna keep the healths. Let's see if we can get another... There we go. That's what I want. Yeah, we'll use that. We'll do a 50. That would be my last card. That's okay.
This usually works.
Not gonna complain about that. 46 left. That seems like a good time for our friendly neighborhood spider. Hop on over here.
From me.
And hop on over here. We almost finished him out turn 1. Symbiote skin, the next melee attacker will be bound. removed with non-melee damage or at the end of the turn. Well, that's okay, because we're at the end of the turn. Sucker!
Look how fragile you are. Hold still, little one.
Sure.
Someone get this off of me!
Okay. That's a little worse. And reinforcements. Oh
Follow
boy,
Spider-Man's
Spidey.
lead here. He's the expert when it comes to venom.
Thanks. I recommend giving him a wide berth. Especially if he's feeling huggy.
Alright. So Hunter can't use her heal abilities until I unstick her. I need to do 16 damage to Venom. How much would knocking him? Let's try that. That's worth it, I think. No, I just want to move first. That's worth a move. Oh! Teal CSG1 did it! They did it. They subscribed. They used their Twitch Prime account, which you get once a month, and that's their 17th month of subscribing. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. This quickie knockback is for you. So if I kick him, that kills him. Does a little baby damage, not good enough. That's okay. Because of that, the card gets refunded, which is what's important. Now you're at 5 health. That ain't no problem. Stun. Yeah, sure. Person with a
I'll give it a whirl.
Does that mean I'm the new boss?
Extra lives. Powerful enemies like Venom may have multiple lives and will have to be KO'd multiple times to be defeated? You're telling me that now? You're gonna tell me that now? So I just have to hit him again? Is that right? Let's see. I could really use Hunter to get off the ground. Let's see. Let's redraw that. Extra 20. That seems like a bit of overkill. See, the whip would be nice because I could whip him directly into him. And that would solve everything. But we can't do that yet. Alright, let's look at these. Oh boy. We can do one more redraw. Let's redraw that. Apply bind, of course. Well, fine. Is he not a single target? Is he gonna get up next turn? Is that what's happening here? Oh boy. That's a real waste. That's a waste of a 20 damage. Wait, how much health does... Oh, no, yeah, so that would take off the binding. How much health does... Oh, I can't even see. If I took off the binding... That's kind of silly. It's silly, you know what? But we're gonna do it. Classic 2-stager, Shaunernator says, yeah.
Here's one for you.
Ooh, I like it!
Okay, well that at least didn't hurt me, so... Now I can use my whip. Man, if he hits Spider-Man, though... That'd be bad news. Maybe I should just... heal Spider-Man. I'm gonna heal Spider-Man. You know what?
That was refreshing.
Shazra is asking how far everybody is. Who's playing?
It didn't work the first time either.
Reinforcements on approach.
They're not messing around with this battle. Okay, how much? Oh my god.
Embrace mother's love.
Another 140.
Struggles are pointless.
You gotta tell us if you're gonna do that to us. Come on.
Is he always like
Quick kick.
this? I wouldn't take it personally. Eddie always gets extra grumpy when he's hungry. Think he's bad. You should see Jameson if he doesn't get his morning bagel.
I bind. It's forceful knockback. Okay. I'd have to move in order to hit those two into each other. Take out the other guy with that, and I wouldn't be using any cards yet. Let's do it. Let's move Spidey. There.
Maybe we can talk about this.
Let's see. I mean, Leafeon says he's 40 hours in, but he's done a ton of side content, so I'm like halfway through. I finished all the Abby stuff right as I got into part 2. I believe there's 3 parts. John Skovic says it's so hard to not do a million side missions. The one more mission loop is powerful. That's what they're good at, right? Alright, so this takes care of our buddies here.
Now that was something.
Gets a card back. Quick slash. We might as well just get this guy out of the way. That's all the ads. I could bind. Bind him? Why don't we try binding him just for giggles?
I'm on it.
I mean, Leafeon says, yeah, 100%, especially when I want to upgrade my heroes before going into the next story mission, so I want to do researches, which require stuff with heroes, so that before doing story, and it's never a new loop. I probably did that wrong order, right? Ah, no. Okay, so bound is not removed if they're damaged, which is nice. I think there's another status like that where it does get removed if you damage the person. So I can get rid of these little weak curses. See if we can get some damage cards out here. 2 counter to an ally. No, I don't want that. One more time. 20. That'll be 20.
Ah, feeling strong all of a sudden.
Leveled up. I got one more card. They're always just out of there. I could throw a stack of newspapers at him. He was a little closer. At this point, I feel like I might as well just apply weak and 12 damage.
You guys really don't know what you're in for, do you?
Or Sturden says, Venom looks cool. Heroes are hit and miss a bit. Yeah, they got lots of other costumes that you can get as well that would probably help with that a little bit. Although some of the costumes look very ridiculous. It's very much, you know, actual comic book Marvel as opposed to trying to look cool Marvel Cinematic Universe. Hip Hop the Robot 23 just subscribed with a Twitch Prime subscription. Thank you very much. I love it. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. We appreciate Spider-Man.
First you die, then we eat.
So that was one action. I think he takes 2 actions. Now I could use...
Nothing can save you from us, little spider. Not heroes. Not puny soldiers. We will never stop.
Oh, we're gonna explode?
Until
He's gonna
you
explode?
are ours.
I believe him. We need to put an end to this fight soon before he brings down the entire city.
Okay. Deal 15 damage and 1 bleed to all units. So we gotta clear out of here. Quick slash, like that. Is he immune to knockback? Not be knocked into drops, but I think if I did a forceful knockback. Oh heck yeah! I could knock him. Knock him into something. Don't know. There might be something better I could knock him into. Let's look around here. What do we got? So him just out of the loop, of course. That would land me still in the loop. I mean, I got 2 quicks, or I got 1 quick and 1 chain. That would get me out of that. Oh, I got the whip too. I got my evil whip. See, it's just not far enough to. So I could take out an enemy. I could take out like that guy. That might move him out of the circle. That might move Nico out of the circle, at least. Let's just murder this guy. Since it costs us nothing.
Was that truly your best?
John Skovic says he can be knocked back, but not off ledges when he jumps. But I could have been wonder... Could I knock him and then knock him again? And chain attack him. I have 3 cards. Let's do the chain attack first. Let's chain strike these jokers.
Coming at you.
Takes care of the ads.
Pain only makes us hungrier.
Then I got 2 more hits. Two more hits, 2 cards. So what if I move? And we just kind of move him towards that generator. I wonder if I can get to the generator in 2 hits. That's Hunter. John Skovic had said, would be nice if there was a combat item that was like undo last action. I would bring it to every mission. LMAO. Yeah. That certainly would be nice. There have been plenty of times where I've unintentionally rolled myself on something. Which always makes me pause when I'm gonna move or something and be like, wait, let's just double check our work here. Okay. I think that'll get us there. Eat that. And then... whip him right in there and stun him.
Even we have our limits.
Eat that. Come on. That's a turn. That's a turn. Ouchie.
Looks like we're not done yet.
Oh, looks like we're not done yet, alright.
We sense your fear.
How much left? 56.
We can taste it. A sweet marinade for the feast that is about to come.
Oh, sorry, Eddie. Think you're just picking up a whiff of garlic from DeCarlo's. Tell you what, call off this ending the world thing, and lunch is on me.
Could do the same thing into that one over there. That's 2 of my cards. We got lots of guys over here asking to get beat up. See, this is when, before I started that mission, I was like, hey, should I go craft some free heal cards? This is when they would come in handy. Otherwise, I could just knock him into one of these guys and then knock him into the other one. That's probably a smarter use, right? Right. I think that's, how much health? 57, 40. Murder him. Well, that's doing a lot of damage. Why is that doing so much damage? Did I put a buff on him or something? Alright, well, I'll take that.
Your fate is...
42 damage, huh?
Pain is angering.
Spidey's in the way of the other one. But if the next hit kills him, which it certainly will, which it most certainly will, then we don't have to
You
worry.
have earned this. This is a great victory, everyone.
Alright. Actually dead this time? Oh, I don't even have to take out the other guy. They're like,
The strength is eternal.
don't even worry about it.
We are eternal.
He fights like a damned Wendigo.
Unstoppable.
Oh, he's not unstoppable. Just really annoying.
What?
Huh. Not my worst idea ever.
Oh, Spidey.
Good afternoon, Demo Venom! Here's a special request from all of New York to you, our slobbiest invaders since Thanos. That was exceptionally loud. Had to get bit by a radioactive spider with really good hearing.
I was going to say, amazing.
That's what the kids tell me. I think I'll pass out now.
Don't worry. I know a safe place.
Truffaut says these little cutscenes are fantastic. Yep. Can't complain. Can't complain about this for a turn-based card strategy game. Come on. Beautiful. That's my gloss bonus over there. Took 10 turns. That's not great. 2-star mission rating. And we got another gamma coil. And we got 99 credits. That'll pay for whatever that forge upgrade was. So you got the picture. If you press the edit photo button, this is kind of cute. You can kind of set up your thing here. You can add your different characters, change their poses. And then you can also like change the headlines and whatnot and change it to whatever you want, which is cute. It's cute that it's a photo mode, but you're making your own I'm gonna reset all that to default. Making your own little comic book covers. That's a cute way to do it. I played around with that more than I want to admit. Can you make them kiss? Cherry Stomach asks. I'm sure you can, get the right pose, push them together, figure out the camera angle to make them look. Yeah. I haven't done it myself. That said something about my. I want to check out what my balance is with this. With my friend here. And I should have edited my deck before I went. I got all those new cards. I forgot to put them in. Let's see. So right now, I'm 7% on the light side. Most of my choices have all been light side choices. So I didn't know that I was darkened myself. Yeah, that's on the light side, right? I feel like I'm making a bunch of light side choices, and then I'm using those dark side cards, and I think that's pushing me. So I'm just kind of ended up in the middle. But apparently that will unlock different powers or whatnot. So that's yet another thing. Let's go open up that gamma card or that. Or I'm gonna go to bed. They're just gonna kick me straight to bed. Hangout. Can I do I might have to wait until the morning for that. Yeah, looks like that. So let's do a hangout. Lord Sturden says no dating between Venom and Spidey or in general. I don't know. I saw an article that Blade has a crush on Captain Marvel.
Fine, speak. Congratulations on your success in New York.
So I got all kinds
Great
of
work,
options
Hunter. I bet Lilith was hoping you'd sit this one out. Sucks for her.
I knew you were ready. You just needed a little encouragement.
Now that was my kind of ruckus. Caretaker has
All right.
pretty high standards, so I kind of expected this would be easy for you.
Looks like these fellas are my choices.
You
Who
too,
should I
Hunter.
hang out with?
Kept
You
people
guys
safe.
choose.
Preserve works of art.
That's the kind of interaction that you can expect from one of my streams. I'll pick up this. I can talk to the witch.
Was there something you wanted to tell me?
Have you ever noticed an unusually ornate bowl sitting near my altar? Keep an eye out for it the next time you're there. You'll know it when you see it.
So I mean, Leafeon telling me about that? That altar bowl? Agatha's altar. Let's check that out. There's your fast travel. Here's the altar. Where's the bowl? I don't see a bowl. Anyone see a bowl? Here? That a bowl? That a bowl.
Was this bowl always here?
Let's see. I mean, Leafeon says the hangouts are basically dating. Just no smoochy smoochy. Let's see. I mean, Leafeon says magic. I should do a hangout with magic. That one dude says, I didn't expect this to have walking around. Yeah, there's plenty of walking around. And lots of edibles. Perfect. Let's see. What would we stick in an offering bowl? A bowl inside of a bowl? That's crazy.
Huh. This looks like it belongs here.
All right. And we just leave that and go hang out. So we got one vote for magic. Hang out with magic. I guess I should go talk to her. And is there a... Where's the... There we go. Bam. That is a very satisfying fast travel. That was the first time I used it. Okay, put something in your bowl.
Is that meant to be an offering bowl on the altar?
Another artifact Wanda was toying with but could never make work. I'm curious. Next time you find yourself there, place something in the bowl and speak an Elder God's name. Perhaps it will work for you now that you have their blessing.
But you didn't tell me
Yes,
that.
dear?
So now I gotta... Come on. Give me all the directions at one time, please. So I gotta say something. They should... Honestly, they should just label that instant travel, because you can't argue with it. Fast travel's for suckers. Alright. So now I can... Is that a word of power?
It seems my offering was accepted.
Alright. I got an arcane key. So is there just an unlimited number of artifacts that I'm getting? Is my question to the wise people in the chat. I can just keep getting stuff and sticking them in there. I only have one word of power so far. Why am I using my legs?
As a donor to the museum, I gotta give Spidey some serious credit.
That one dude says, I don't know anything about Marvel, but I'm kind of interested in this game. Yeah, there's... like, for the characters that I didn't know, which are all of these young folk on the Midnight Marvels team, they explain some stuff. I've done some Wikipediaing to figure out a little more about who these people are. But, and when... Like, you can get enough from playing it. If the game looks good to you, you'll pick up enough just from the story. They won't surprise you too much. Jerry Stomach asks if I've played Sparks of Hope. Is that the name of the game, or is that a subtitle for... Is that the subtitle for Mario and Rabbids? Because if so, I have played some of it, and it's great as well. Subscribe to the MinnMax Show podcast on your favorite podcast app. Nightbot says, and also here on Twitch, he says, again, we can date in our hearts. Are we burning any trees, getting Elden Ring vibes suddenly? I suppose that's true. That is a bit Elden Ring-ish, isn't it? I mean, Leafian says, you can't tell that going stargazing and picnicking with Wolverine while talking about our past and how much we love each other isn't dating. Can't tell me that doing those things isn't dating. That's incredible. I'm gonna save the picnicking hangout for Wolverine then. I mean, Leafian says, to be honest, this game gives me huge Ultimate Alliance vibes, which was the game that originally got me into Marvel. There's so much lore shown and characters referenced. I hope it gets people interested in Marvel past just the MCU. Shazra is going to sleep. Thanks for the stream. Yes, I am almost done as well. Let's hang out with Magic.
And I don't care one iota.
And then I will call it a day too. I got a baby out there who's waiting. Oh, let's see. Ooh, we can do stargazing with Magic. Should we have a drink, stargazing, or deep conversation? Up to you, folks. First one to call it out is what we'll do. Trufo says, sleep tight or else, to Shazra. Umbra says, subscribe to Cream of the Steam on your favorite MinnMax app. Perfect. Drink, drink, drink. We got 3 drinks. All right. Here we go.
I ordered weird candies. We should eat them.
What is weird candy?
Made from octopus, marbled with ginger shavings, and looks disgusting. Like a lump of clay you find in a gutter.
I have eaten some strange things in my life. This cannot be any worse.
We shall see. Also, I bet Robbie you would throw up. If you do, I will post a picture to Superlink.
You what?
Kind of funny.
Shush. You are committed. People online say it tastes better when lukewarm. But do not warm it too much. It is pungent if it sweats, like a cheese.
Well, I am as ready as I will ever be.
Where did I... wait. I must have swapped them with the ritual components I collected from the forge. They have the same consistency.
Is that a problem?
For us, we have no candy. And perhaps for Strange if he tries to bind a spirit with octopus ginger twists.
Should we tell him?
No, he's the Sorcerer Supreme. He will be fine. I'm not smiling. I am pleasantly surprised.
Well, I could have given her a gift there, but I don't have any gifts. But hey, that's still a good time, right? I mean, Leafeon says she's Russian and she's Colossus's little sister, which I did not know. That's good. Cherry Stomach says, I wish I had the power to build friendships. Oh, but you do, Cherry Stomach, because you can go on the MinnMax Discord where we all hang out. And you can meet a bunch of people and talk about all the kinds of fun that you're having with this game or with any other games that you guys are playing. I mean, Leafeon asks, do I have the gift shop open yet? I don't. But that sounds like it would help. Alright. I'm going to send my little hunter to bed, and we will call that a night. Oh, wait. We gotta pet our demon dog.
Charlie.
That's still silly every time it happens. I like it. I'm liking this game. Good game. Good game. Oh. My combat abilities have been upgraded. Yeah, you use him in like some challenges and stuff. I've only done one, but it was sweet. All right. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you for those who subscribed. Thank you for all the tips and all the good game alert. Good game alert. People are yelling. Yes, this is a good one. It's coming out at the very end of the year, and I'm glad I have gotten some time to play it. I will probably play it more in the future. We got lots of stuff coming up here on MinnMax. We got I think it's Hanson, Leo, and Sarah. Don't sue me if I'm wrong, but I think they're all going to be streaming the Game Awards live and in person together. And then they'll be doing a live podcast on Friday. Hanson said he's going to stream some more Elden Ring, I think on Thursday. So lots more content coming. You can find everything patreon.com/MinnMax in the Discord. Lots of fun to be had. Thank you for watching. This was a good one. I may stream more of this. I may stream more Elden Ring, which is the other one I have to get back to. I could even stream some Callisto Protocol if people really wanted to see it. I've been enjoying somewhat that game, but right now it's on the back burner for these other amazing games. Good year for games, and we got a whole lot of end of the year stuff coming up in the next 2 weeks, so make sure to watch that as well. All right, thank you for watching, and I will see you later. And now I'm gonna, that's the official end, but we're gonna send you guys off to other streamers. Let's see who is streaming. Who's streaming? Oh, look at this. It doesn't get any better than this. Easy Allies is playing Elden Ring right now. That's the other one. That's the other big game. We will send you over there and say howdy to them and tell them to also play this one and get their thoughts as well. Those are my two big games so far. So see you guys.